You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. Voters went to the polls today for Democratic primaries, and the biggest race is in the 1st Congressional District. John Avlon and Nancy Goroff are vying for the Democratic nomination.
If everyone turns out to vote, we need to turn that excitement, that enthusiasm, the unprecedented number of endorsements into actual votes.
Looking forward to seeing the results at the end of the day, but this is the democratic process in action.
Now the winner will take on first-term Republican Congressman Nick LaLota in November. There are also 5 Democratic primaries for state Senate and Assembly, as well as primaries in Riverhead and on Shelter Island. But there are no Republican primaries. Now to read more about the races and the candidates, go to Newsday.com. Click Get More on the Newsday TV video box. And a judge has partially lifted Donald Trump's gag order. Trump can now talk about witnesses and jurors in his hush money trial, but he's still not allowed to speak about others involved until he's sentenced on July 11th. Now, Trump was convicted last month for falsifying business records to try and cover up an affair with porn star Stormy Daniels. A fire destroyed an East Meadow home. Take a look. More than 60 firefighters responded to this house on Arley Road this afternoon. 3 adults, 2 kids, and a dog live at the house. They were assisted by the American Red Cross. Now, fire officials say some firefighters and residents were treated for minor injuries. One of the houses next door was also damaged. No word yet on what started the flames. And only in Newsday, a battle between the Nassau's DA's office and police has been settled. After holding out for months, the department has agreed to hand over police disciplinary records to prosecutors.
Newsday has sued to get them. They are public under 50A. They're required under the new discovery law. The prosecutors need them to complete their cases, to bring the felony cases to trial.
Now, the deaths of 2 Roslyn High School tennis players helped trigger this police record standoff. In that case, an accused drunk driver, Amandeep Singh, is charged with aggravated homicide. State law requires the DA to hand over the disciplinary records of the officers in that case.
The higher courts have decided this is public. This is part of the court record, and that defense attorneys must have it. The prosecution, their hands are tied.
Now, to read more about this story, go to Newsday.com. Click Get More on the Newsday TV video box. And a new report ranks New York City as the most congested region in the country. Listen to this. Data claims the average New York Metro driver lost 101 hours last year due to traffic jams. And experts say the congestion is because of Ubers, Lyft, and other rideshare companies, but online ordering is also taking some blame.
Newsday Sports is brought to you by King O'Rourke Automotive Group.
Going for the gold again. Jamie Stewart is talking to a Long Island wheelchair basketball star in a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Steve Serio is a 4-time Paralympian, 3-time medalist, and 2-time Paralympic gold medal winner. But Steve is never too big to come back home.
My athletic journey started right here in this gym, in this room. I wasn't born to sit on the sidelines, so I needed to find an athletic outlet where I could be 100% of who I was. But this is where it all started.
Steve's athletic awakening came nearly 14 years after he underwent surgery to remove a spinal tumor, leaving him partially paralyzed.
Growing up with a disability is not easy.
Oh, you look great,
Good
man.
to see you. You too.
Eric Tonner was a teacher of Steve's at Carl Place High School.
I stopped what I was doing. I heard he was here to come down because, you know, he's a legend in this town. When he was here, he would walk with crutches, and then he gravitated towards the wheelchair. But to see him accomplish what he's done is the whole school, the whole community is so proud of him.
When Steve was a student, he was just learning about wheelchair basketball. But once he found out,
I remember standing at the gym and watching him hit 40 straight baskets from the chair, from all over the key. 40. I stood there and watched, and I said, "Oh, okay, he's got to miss this one." he's got to miss this one. And he didn't. He just kept hitting them.
These are the Newsday articles that have kind of been with me through the journey throughout the entirety. This one, Sirio Wants a Shot, was my very first Newsday article back in 2014. Wow. That was like the year that I started playing, which is cool.
What's even cooler? The history Steve and his teammates are attempting to make this summer at the Paralympic Games.
We're going for our third consecutive gold medal, which has never been done by a men's Paralympic wheelchair basketball team in the history of the Paralympics, so we're definitely chasing history here.
For years, a younger Steve was chasing ways to fit in. Now he relishes the fact that he doesn't.
So if you could go back to 14-year-old Steve and give him some advice.
One piece of advice that I would give to any younger athlete is don't shy away from your differences. Your differences, those insecurities, those challenging parts of growing up, those are the things that make you unique. Those are the things that make you special.
For NewsdayTV, I'm Jamie Stewart.
Man, that man has some skills. Now, to read more exclusive stories like this, go to Newsday.com, click Get More, the Newsday TV video box. Now let's take a look at your somewhat rainy Long Island weather. All right, so tonight you can see we're in the 70s and tomorrow we're in the mid 80s. We're taking a closer look at tomorrow. Last check, there was some rain heading our way during the evening hours, but temps will stay pretty elevated in the 80s. And take a look at the 7-day forecast. We do have some rain on the way, but hopefully it clears out. But the weekend does look wet.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us.